energy reader. Yes, if you're new to my channel, welcome to you. And if you are returning, welcome back to you. All right. Okay, well, we're going to start with the fire signs. Fire signs. We're going to find out the messages for the collective for the fire sign until the next read. Okay, so this will be the messages for the fire sign. Remember, energy is fluid. So what we're going to do, we're going to find out what energy you're in, what energy you may be walking through, and what energy may be around you until the next read. We're going to find out what do you have to maybe change, rearrange, or execute in order to be productive, lucrative, and profitable in love, life, health, wealth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Your thumbnail messages for today, fire sign, is push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right? And remember, you are loved. Yes, fire sign, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Messages for the fire sign. Spirit guides, most high, ancestors, archangels. What messages do you have for the fire sign? Mother Nature, Father Time. Mother Universe. What do you have for the fire signs? All right. All right. Fire signs, we have compatibility, the divine feminine, and love. All right. So some of you are going to find compatibility with a person who's executing the divine feminine in love. That could be you, that you are a nurturer, you're caring. However, I want to add to this, especially in love messages, do not do more for an employer than you would do for your heart. Do not do more for an employer than you would do for your heart. Okay? Have the person who is wanting to apply to have room in your heart, let them do the same process as they would for a job or a career, because your heart is far more valuable than a job that they're applying for. This is your heart with the potential of spending the rest of their lives there, or your life. So make sure that you go on data views, applications, get background checks, get IDs, whatever you have to do, Aries, in order to bring about this love of the divine feminine and show the compatibility. All right? Because you need to push harder yesterday than if you want. You need to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. Okay? All right. So Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Second layer messages for Aries. The chakra messages. Thank you. Let's see what we got. All right. So we got, and I'm going to get what's on the table. We have clarity. We have family. And we have balance. Okay? So, Aries. All right? Your love requires balance. There's some of you out there who are off balance in love. Some of you are doing more than this person is doing for you. And this is not just maybe in a romantic relationship. It could be in a friendship. It could be in a business. You need balance when it comes to love. Okay? So there needs to be a balance there. Some of you are doing too much more than that person is doing for you, or that person is doing more for you than you are doing. So there need to be balance. And once there's balance in love, there's going to be balance in the family, where the divine feminine can show up and give this nurture to the family in wisdom, in understanding, in truth. Okay? So the divine family, the divine feminine will come once balance come in to this love situation. All right? And then what that's going to do, that's going to bring about clarity. And it's going to show your compatible areas. Some areas you may not be compatible in. However, can there be a compromise in this family, in this area where, okay, I don't like sports, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to have a balance so that my family can have clarity and compatibility. However, Aries, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow in this area. Okay? So let's see what the clarifying cards are for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus until the next read. What do they have to execute, change, rearrange? And love, life, and truth until the next read. All right? So we have, the sun in reverse. So until there's clarity, the sun won't shine. Okay? So there's some issues that has to be worked on in this relationship for the sun to shine, because the sun came out in reverse. What you're going to have to do is resolve this conflict. Okay? So you might have to do some conflict resolution or walk in the divine feminine that's going to change and turn this 5 of rods into conflict resolution for the family. And once that happens, that's going to cause balance for love to shine, for love to grow, for love to show once this clarity is done. Yes. Hangman. All right? So stop hanging around. All right? Because when you're upside down in situations, you can lose stuff from your pocket. You can feel tied up. You can feel discombobulated. Blood rushing to your head. So there has to be a balance. So when you can turn this hangman upside down by balancing love with practicality, with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's going to bring the family in alignment where there's no more conflict. Probably because someone is actually showing the divine feminine, which is nurturing, caring, empathy, sympathy, and that's going to bring clarity, so where the sun can actually come out and you can see the areas that you're compatible in, whether this is a romantic love, a partnership, or a business. Okay? All right, so let's get some motivation cards for Aries. And Aries, your numbers are 12, 5, 9. Nope, that ain't. Is that 19? 19. Yeah, 12, 5, 19, 25, 5, and 6. So 5 is on 5. So make sure you Google angel number 55. There's an additional message there for you. Angel number 55. There's an additional message. So Google that. 12, 6, 5, 5, 25, and 19. All right? Let's see. Any other messages, motivation message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Any other? Thank you. All right, Aries, always believe in yourself. Period. Always believe in yourself even when no one else does. Always believe in yourself. All right? So push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. You need clarity in order for the sun to shine in the areas that you are not compatible in. However, in the areas that you are compatible in, you will need to resolve conflict in the family by bringing out that divine feminine in you so that you and your family or your loved one or your partnership won't feel like the hangman, okay, and cause balance in love. So to cause balance in love, and you're not feeling like the hangman, you need to resolve conflict. Always believe in yourself to resolve conflict in the family, and that's even with yourself, by causing the divine feminine to come about and show compatibility. Because once you find that area of commonality or common areas, then you're going to get clarity. Once you get clarity, the sun is going to shine as long as you put harder than yesterday to get a different tomorrow. All right, Aries, that's you. All right. Now we're going to go to Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure that you check out the description. In the description box, there are little goodies there that we got for you so that you can, if you're thinking about, or if you are looking for a side hustle, looking for ways to make more money, if you're looking to boost your chi, make sure to check out that website. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages are there for Leo? What do they have to change, rearrange, execute in order to be productive, lucrative, and profitable in love, life, and truth? Until the next read, Leo. Leo, messages for Leo. All right, Leo, let's see what the messages are. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Leo. What do they have to change, rearrange, or execute? All right. In order to be productive, lucrative, and profitable in love, life, truth, health, wealth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, until the next read, Leo. And also, if this doesn't resonate with you, please check out the playlist. All right. Because there are other messages there, all right? So we'll take them since all of them come out. Not gonna quench the messages for Leo. All right, intimacy, the rainbow, and worthiness. All right, so Leo, you're going to have to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. That means there's some areas that you need to mature, or you're with a person that has areas that need maturity. Once the growth happens in maturity, you're going to find yourself more intimate. All right? Maturity is going to bring intimacy. All right? Because intimacy is not just emotions. Is how can we fulfill each other in the areas that we can get closer. And once you do that, you're going to know your worthiness, all right? You or the other person may actually have to do some shadow work to heal so that you can know your worthiness to mature. Once you mature in this area in self-discipline, in worthiness, then you will become the rainbow reviver, which means you or that other person is going to be supportive emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There's going to be emotional fulfillment even in finances. Okay, so you are this person, in order to become the rainbow reviver that yields emotional support, physical support, spiritual support, financial support, mental support. You're going to have to know your worthiness. Know that you're worthy. Not only do you have to know that you deserve this, you're going to have to desire your dreams, your aspiration. What do you want out of this relationship? And that's going to cause intimacy, all right? And once you're intimate, knowing each other on a soul level, that's true intimacy, not just a physical level. But when you know someone's soul, their emotions, their heart, their love language, that's going to cause you to mature in this area. However, you're going to have to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right, Leo? Okay. Let's clarify the board for Leo. Clarify the board for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they have to do, change, rearrange in order to be productive, lucrative, and profitable in love, life, truth, health, wealth, wisdom, finances, all of the above until the next read? All right, please clarify the board for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Leo. Till the next read. Leo. Thank you. Balance. Look at Aries. All right. So you're going to need balance. All right. All right. Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yes, someone is giving a little bit too much than the other. So there's going to have to be a balance. If you're going to give like a lot, okay, energy shift. All right, so if you're going to give a lot in this relationship, or if you want this other person to give or match you, there's going to have to be balance, flexibilities, and you're going to have to consult the angels and the masters, okay? Also Google angel number 33. There's an additional message for you. So you're going to have to contact the angels and masters in order to mature in this love, in this relationship. Once again, it doesn't have to be romantic. Could be a partner, could be family, could be a friend. All right. And once you mature, you're going to be flexible enough to cause or bring in intimacy. Intimacy, once again, is not physical. It's on an emotional level, spiritual level. It's on a higher plane or deeper level. All right. And then once that intimacy comes in, it's going to cause balance. And once it causes balance, you're going to know your worthiness, or your worthiness toward this person, or this person's worthiness, or how they feel about your worthiness. All right. And then you'll be able to be the rainbow reviver. You'll be able to support yourself emotionally, even this person. But once balance come in, you're going to see what this person really, really thinks about you. Okay. Or to be the rainbow reviver and have or give that emotional support, you're going to have to know your worthiness. To know your worthiness is going to need balance. All right. It's a give and take. It's balance. Then that balance come in, it's going to cause you to be flexible enough to be intimate in this area with this person. All right. And once you become intimate with this person, you're going to mature. All right? You're going to have maturity. You're going to see maturity. They're going to mature. And that's going to involve the angels and the masters to help you to push harder than you did yesterday so that you can have a different tomorrow. All right? All right. Leo, let's see what the clarifying messages are for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus till the next read. Clarify the board for Leo till the next read. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus till the next read. Leo. Messages for Leo. Clarify the board. Thank you in advance. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they have to change, rearrange, or execute? All right, so we got the King of Cups. That's emotional support right there. All right, that's too many. Thank you. And I should have taken it because I just heard, now how that too many? Okay, I apologize. I apologize to you ancestors. Pull it. All right. Temperance. Yes. And Page of Cups in reverse. All right. So this could be with someone new. All right. Or it could be a new start or a new way to balance some things. Because the Page of Cups, I think of not just newness, but newness in provision. Because with the fish, there's water here, so that's abundance in finances. I also look at water, not just emotional, but water and finances. Anytime you talk about finances, it's actually concerning water, because you'll hear things like, oh, I'm drowning in debt, or I need to get above water and finances, or something to that matter. However, balance is coming because it came in reverse, and you're going to know your worthiness in this area to become that rainbow reviver where you have emotional support. You are emotional supportive, because what that's going to do, that's going to bring in temperance. And temperance is going to bring in flexibility. Temperance is self-control. You got control over your emotions. You're actually looking maybe at this even as a romance, as a business relationship. Because the more you put emotions in a relationship, it doesn't last as long as if you look at it as a business. All right? Go on data views. Find whether or not y'all are compatible in certain areas. See the red flags, the warning signs. What will you not tolerate? You know, don't just accept things that may hurt you in the long run. Okay? Hey, Saggy. All right? So make sure that you have temperance, and temperance is going to bring about intimacy. And with this intimacy, it's going to bring about the King of Cups. All right? So you're going from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups, which is total control over your emotions, because you have brought in the angels and the masters that cause maturity, that allow you to push harder than yesterday to get that different result. Okay? So your numbers, Leo, are 33. Make sure you Google 33. There's an additional message there. 14, 9, 6, 9, 14, and 33. All right, let's get a, all right, that flew out. Okay, so sometimes, Leo, we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strength, okay? And one just flew out while I was sitting there. Look, Leo, don't look back. You're not going that way, all right? Push harder forward than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow, okay? All right, Leo, that's you. Sag. All right, let's see what's going on with the Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Until the next read, Sagittarius. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Until the next read, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Till the next read. What do they have to change, rearrange, or execute? Until the next read, Sagittarius. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and show me some love in the chat. Yes, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages are for the collective? And if it doesn't resonate with you, check the playlist. I do have a fire signs playlist. And this is the energy that you may be in, you may be going through, or you may be around until the next read. So we have emotional freedom, luminosity, all right, Sagittarius, and compatibility. All right, Sag, check out Aries. I think Aries had compatibility also. All right. So, Sag, you're going to find if you push harder than yesterday to get a different tomorrow, you're going to find emotional freedom, all right? And once you get this emotional freedom, you're going to illuminate. You're going to have luminosity where others are going to see your inside on the outside, all right? Because you're going to be emotionally free. You're going to be able to manifest. You're going to be able to whistle while you work. You're going to be able to see people in different light, see places, see things in a different light. And when you do that, you're going to attract people, places, and things that's going to be compatible, not only with you, but for you, around you. You're going to have that compatibility. So in order to have that compatibility, you're going to have to actually have that luminosity. You're going to have to radiate on the outside. But in order to radiate on the outside, you're going to have to be emotionally free. All right? And in order to get emotionally free, you're going to have to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right? So let's find out for Sagittarius. Let's see if we can go ahead and get some messages on the clarification of the level 1 messages. Clarification on the level 1 messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What must the Sagittarius do to execute, change, rearrange, to be productive, lucrative, and profitable in love, life, and truth till the next read, including finances? Sagittarius. Messages that's on the board, clarify for Sagittarius. Ooh. All right. We got, I am present. I am presence. All right. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so we got self-mastery and forgiveness. Okay, Sag. All right. So, Sagittarius, you got to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right? And in order to gain this emotional freedom, you're going to need to have forgiveness for yourself and for others. All right? This emotional freedom can multiply in wisdom and in dreams, but you're going to have to forgive. And forgiveness is going to require self-mastery. You're going to have to master your emotions in yourself in order to have emotional freedom. Once you get this self-mastery, you're going to illuminate. You're going to have that luminosity where those from the outside are going to see your inside. All right? They're going to see you radiate from the inside. And in order for you to have that luminosity on the outside, you have to be present. Okay? I am presence. All right? And once you're present, especially if you're in communication with your loved one or your partner, once you're present, you're going to see the compatible areas. And once you're compatible, that's going to bring that love, that true love, that intimacy, that okay, we're on the same page emotionally, physically, finances, spiritually, physically. Okay? So it could read, in order for this compatibility to happen, you got to be present. You got to be in the moment. You have to engage when you're in conversation. Not do something different. Engage. Listen to them. Look them in the eye. If you say you love them, you're going to go deeper and you're going to hear what they say. And if you're not with a person who's not willing to go deep into hearing your heart, and you may have to get rid of that person. I'm just saying. You know, back in the day, you know, people were papered forever. And if you're in contract, we understand that. Get whatever help you need to get, therapy or whatever. However, you cannot change a person. If a person does not want to change, do you stay miserable for the rest of your life? Is that the life that God has given you to live in misery? I think not. So do your work, do your shadow work. It could be you. Okay? It might not always be them. It could be you. So do your shadow work. Self-mastery. Once you have self-mastery, you're going to illuminate. And you may illuminate so that you shine that light so bright on your partner or in that place or with that thing that they're going to catch the hint and they're going to say, whoa, okay, let's forgive each other so that we can have this emotional freedom, because self-mastery is going to bring about that emotional freedom where you can forgive not only the pains and the disappointments of your past and these people, but yourself. But you're going to have to push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right? All right. So push harder. Get that different tomorrow. Forgive. Forgiveness is going to bring that emotional freedom. Emotional freedom is going to bring that luminosity. And the luminosity is going to allow you to have self-mastery, to be present, to know the compatible areas that you have with your person in that place, business, partnership. You're going to find your soul tribe. That's right. All right, please clarify the board for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, clarify the board for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you just got to learn to be unbothered and let your light so shine, you know, so others can see that. Because Sagittarius, you are a brilliant. Sagittariuses are brilliant. However, Sagittarius can be very highly emotional, and people, your emotions sometimes supersede your brilliance. They see your brilliance, but most fire signs are just totally brilliant, period. But most fire signs, instead of people seeing your warmth, because fire can just, you know, be warm, can heat water where you can take that warm bath. You know, a controlled fire is comforting. But sometimes when y'all fire signs are in emotional distress, y'all fire will destroy. You might as well call yourselves arsonists. Okay? Okay, so let's make sure we do what we need to do to have that emotional freedom, because once you do that, we know you have to forgive. Your emotional freedom is going to only come through forgiveness. All right? So forgive yourself, forgive others. You know, sometimes they ain't even know what they were doing. Even our parents. Our parents sometimes ain't know what they were doing. So you got to just forgive and be the best you that you can be, Sagittarius. Okay? All right. So that came out on this. So let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. We have the Four Swords. Yeah. You can't just lie down on this. All right? You can't wait for the other person to forgive. Look, even though this person is in stone, this person is like praying. All right? Praying. You need communication. Communication. All right? Even with the people who are out to stab you, out to get you, you need to let them know where you stand in love. This is the Four of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini or an air sign, Sagittarius, okay? But that's going to cause for forgiveness. You're going to have to come out of your hardness, or they're going to have to come out of their hardness. As far as non-communication, and you're going to have to push harder. If you're waiting for them to come, they may not come. They may be stone. Their heart might be of stone. That's where forgiveness is going to come in. And when forgiveness come in, that's going to allow you to be emotional free. It might even allow that person to become emotional free, because now we're communicating. So now I'm able to show you my heart. You're able to show you yours. And that's going to probably bring the Three of Cups in reverse, which means in order to get through this stone, and some of you are around, and that's what that three is about. That's what that three is about. There are three people in your circle or in your life that either betrayed you, backstabbed you, deceived you, or hurt you emotionally, where you're going to have to forgive them. All right? Because there's Three of Swords here and one here. One is by this person's side. So you can try to communicate with them so that you can turn this Three of Cups right side up, because it's going to take communications right now. Either these three people or these people that you want support from, they're not supporting you emotionally, and you may be bent in that area of emotion. But I believe if you go ahead and communicate with these three people, let them know how you feel, especially if it's them that love you or they love you, or it could be three children or a combination of families, three siblings. However you want to see it, it's going to need communication to turn this non-support into support. Okay? However, it's going to cause for forgiveness. And you're going to need self-mastery. You're going to have to master your emotions. All right? Because guess what? Some people don't act. Sometimes they react. Okay? So don't get into reaction, right? Right? In your emotions. Self-master, right? Self-master. Because communication is key and forgiveness is key. And once that happens, there's going to come judgment for this Two of Cups. You could also be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius. The only reason why this Two of Cups is upside down, there's going to be judgment here. All right? There's going to be judgment. But you got to be present. You got to be in the moment. You got to communicate as in presence, so you can find the common area, the compatibility of this situation in love, in life, in truth. Okay? So in order to be compatible in the area that you want this Two of Cups to be emotional fulfilling, you're going to have the courage, all right, to be present. I am present to bring about the judgment, all right? Once this bring about judgment, you're going to be able to walk in self-mastery to find that support emotionally that you can illuminate from on the outside, because you communicated, offer forgiveness, and have that emotional freedom on the inside. You just got to push harder than you did yesterday. All right? Some of this is salvageable. All right? There's judgment here. And even though the Two of Cups you might be imbalanced and incompatible at this time, judgment is also here. So this is going to work in your favor. However, you're going to have to push a little harder, Sag. Okay? All right, let's find out. Okay, Sag, before we go there, let's get your numbers. We got 419, 315, 20, 30, and 2. All right? So 4, 19, 3, 15, 20, 30, and 2. All right? Let's see if they're okay. Those jumped out. All right, so last messages, or let's see, the motivation message, affirmation messages for Sag. Look, the best view comes after the hardest climb. There's judgment here, but you're going to have to find a common area by being present. All right? Life is a sum of your choices, not theirs. So you decide whether or not, after you have communicated with these three individuals, whether the some more emotional support is worth it. Okay? Because life is the sum of your choices. All right? New Monday, new week, new goal. All right? After you forgive, let's move forward. All right? Because every day is a chance to get better. Don't waste it. Right? Push harder than yesterday if you want a different tomorrow. All right, Sag, that's me. Smooches. Fire sign. Later.